Tallow is pure cow or sheep's fat, which is obtained via a process called rendering. Rendering is the process of heating raw animal fats so that water and proteins can be removed, leaving behind pure fat. It's possible to get tallow from other animals like horses or goats, but this is much less common. Tallow is sometimes confused with suet and lard, but these are not the same thing. Suet is the hard, crumbly fat that surrounds the cow's or sheep's loins and kidneys. It can be used as an ingredient in cooking, or it can be rendered to make tallow. In fact, suet is the best quality fat to render, but tallow can be made from rendering any of the animal's fat. Tallow cannot be made from pig fat because it's too soft. Instead, when pig fat is rendered, it becomes lard. The rendered fat from chickens, ducks, or geese is in essence the same as tallow, but is usually referred to, particularly in Jewish grocers, as Schmaltz. In some parts of the world, tallow is more commonly known as dripping. The word dripping comes from the description of the fat literally dripping off the meat while it's roasting. Tallow and traditional dripping are virtually interchangeable terms. However, on occasion, rendered pig fat, also known as lard, may be referred to under the blanket term of dripping. Traditional tallow is very easy to make at home. Simply source some high-quality cow or sheep fat, grind or cut it up into small pieces, then heat it low and slow, turn off the heat and let it sit for an hour or so, ensuring it remains in a liquid form. Next, straining out the impurities is important as the tallow won't taste good and will spoil faster if they are left behind. The first straining should use a fine strainer to remove any large pieces, and the second strain should be through a cheesecloth, coffee filter, or a paper towel to remove all minute impurities. The remaining liquid is your tallow. Once it cools, it will turn solid and white. You can use this immediately, or store it in a lidded glass jar or container in the fridge for up to 3 months. Tallow is rich in vitamins A, D, E, K, and B1, and has trace amounts of selenium. It also improves your general absorption of vitamins, as well as helping repair damaged skin, burn unwanted body fat, and stabilize blood sugar. It is also thought to lower bad cholesterol, which clogs arteries, and increase good cholesterol, which supports brain health and a strong metabolism. A significant use of tallow is for the production of shortening. Shortening being a fat that is solid at room temperature, usually used to make crumbly pastries and other food products. Tallow can also be used for frying, just like butter or any other cooking oil. Tallow has a long history of being used for soap, for both personal grooming and cleaning dirty laundry. While it's moisturizing and lathers well, by modern standards, it doesn't work particularly well as an actual cleaner. It is still used as an ingredient in soap today, but mostly by soap-making hobbyists, rather than commercially. Tallow was also once used to make candles, though they were inferior to beeswax candles as they gave off a fatty scent when burned and couldn't provide steady light, making it difficult to see at night. Due to their low melting point, tallow candles also had the other unfortunate characteristic of sagging on hot days. Tallow, and compounds including tallow, were widely used to lubricate locomotive and steamship engines at least until the 1950s. Various tallows have also been used to lubricate firearms for centuries, as tallow tends to stay wet and stay where you put it longer than other lubricants. Unfortunately, tallow was also the spark for a major uprising against the British in India in 1857, as both beef tallow and pork lard were used to lubricate rifles and to load weapons. Beef tallow, which is incompatible with Hindu laws, and pork lard, which is regarded as unclean by Muslims, was a major issue, as roughly 300,000 soldiers of the British East India Company were Hindu or Muslims. Tallow is once again becoming popular as a lubricant, as most modern lubricants cause environmental pollution, so rapidly biodegradable substances, like tallow, can be an attractive alternative.